Hey guys, Rin here. I thought I would show you guys a quick tutorial on how I get my loose beachy waves every day. I get a lot of questions at work and on Instagram, so I figured it'd be a great time to show you a quick little video. My morning routine is super easy and I'm pretty low maintenance, so makeup doesn't take more than 5 minutes and my hair takes 20 minutes max, and that's like if I'm really not paying attention to what I'm doing. So you don't really need a lot to get started on this. The first thing you'll need is your curling iron. You can really use anything, just whichever one works best for you. The one that I found works really well for my length of hair right now is this Conair curling iron. It's $8 at Target. I believe this is 1 inch or maybe 1.25 inches. I've had it since college. It's holding up great and I literally use it every single day. So I definitely recommend this one if you're on a budget. But you can use any curling iron. I own a beach waver, I own a straightener, I kind of just try whatever works. So play around a little bit before you truly decide what you want to do. But I do recommend this one if you want something cheap just to test out. And then you'll need a dry shampoo. I use this one from Batiste. It's a brown colored dry shampoo, so if you have dark hair like me and you always have that white residue left behind from dry shampoo, I definitely recommend this one. It's pretty cheap and I found this at Target, but I'm pretty sure you can grab it at any drugstore. And then you'll need a texturizing spray. So this one is called Beach Waves Spray and it's from Kristen S's line at Target. I love this spray and I'm so glad I found it. A little bit goes a long way, so this bottle will last you forever and it's about 14 bucks, which is on the about middle end of a texturizing spray. So without further ado, let's get started. So first, what I'm going to have you guys do, if your hair's more on the clean side, is we're going to add a little bit more grit. My hair is about a day dirty. I did curl it yesterday, so you're going to see some of those waves remaining, but I need to touch them up a little bit. So what you'll do is you'll take your dry shampoo and really just spray it at the roots. I like to lift my hair up a little bit and do it, and it doesn't need to be pretty, but you just want to add some grit to your hair and just add a little bit more volume. Curly hair works best when your hair is dirty, which is why it's such a great look for the low maintenance girl who never washes her hair like me. Next, what you're going to do is tie your hair up or clip it up. So I just loosely separate mine at the top of my head, and I try not to put a whole lot back here because then it just extends the amount of time I have to curl my hair. I'm going to be putting mine in a top knot, but if you have a clip, just clip it back so it's not in your way when you're curling the bottom half of your hair. And then separate your hair into 2 sections, just down the middle, and then pull those sections to the front. The back of your hair is not going to have to be perfect because most of it's going to be hidden. What you're going to really want to focus your energy on is the front part of your hair. There's 2 ways that you can curl your hair. The most important part to know is that when you're at the front of your face, you're always wanting to curl away from your face. A lot of people make the mistake and curl it in, and that's not a look that we're trying to go for. However, if you have thinner hair and not a lot of volume, I don't suffer from this, but if you do, you can alternate the way that you curl your hair to create a lot more volume and dimension to it. But you're still going to want the first few sections to be away from your face, and then as you get towards the back, you can alternate that curl the other way, and it will give a little bit more volume and texture to your hair. So to start, I'm just going to grab a small section, no more than 1 inch. Everyone's hair is a little different. I just have always found that this works better. The more hair I grab, the harder it is for me to curl it. So for those of you that are using this Conair one, I just pull this stand back so it's not in my way. It's super hot, so be careful. The clamp is going to be facing upwards, and I just go about halfway and turn. Hold it for a couple seconds and then go down, turn again. And I don't hold it for very long, but I always try to leave a little bit of the ends out. And then I just pull my hair down slowly, and it creates a perfect bouncy wave. So I'm going to go around my whole head doing that, and then we'll get to the top. Okay, so now that I have the one side curled, I'm going to let that cool and I'm going to move to the other side. The key to getting this look perfect is it's not perfect, and that's really hard to wrap your head around if you're a perfectionist like me. But really try not to hold their hair too long and just really go for that effortless look. It's gonna look a little weird in individual chunks, but when it's all together and styled, it's gonna be exactly the look that you're going for. So try not to overthink it or focus too hard on how each curl is looking, just go with it. And it might not look pretty at first, but when we're all done, I promise you it's gonna look great. When you curl this side of your head, you're gonna have the clamp facing down. And this is how we're gonna get the curling away from our face on this side. So unlike the other side where we had it facing up, this time it's facing down, but we're still gonna follow the same technique to get our hair curled. And if you want like a super beachy look and not so curled, just leave more of your ends out, and that's how you're gonna get that effect. Okay, so now I have the bottom half of my hair done. To be quite honest, I don't know how good this looks because I'm doing this through my iPhone camera right now. So it's not probably as perfect as I want it to be, but that's okay. So then we're gonna curl the top part of your hair. So I pull my hair back a little bit, just so I'm ready. I'm gonna be tying it off so it's not in the way of these other pieces of hair that are gonna be coming down from the top. It's really just about getting the hair that you're not curling away from you, just to keep it easy and clean. So excuse this crazy look. Take the same hair tie or clip if you're using a clip, and then you'll just tie the hair that you've already curled, away from your face. So then we have the top part, and this is the part that always looks super awesome for me. You're gonna find your part, so mine's down the center, more or less, and then I have it on either side. And usually when it's clipped up, it's gonna be all like tangly and a little bit gross, so I just run a brush through it. I use a wet brush for my hairbrush every day just because I have so much hair. It's honestly the best brush for me. So now you got this really cool look going. Call it the George Washington. And then we're gonna follow the same process on the top part of your hair. So clamp up and curl. For those that are a little confused, this is the left side of my face and this is the right. So on the left side, the clamp is facing up, and on the right, it's gonna be facing down to get that curling away from your face effect. Okay, so now all of your hair is curled. You're gonna have some of these like random spots. So that's usually where I go in and kind of just flatten them down. But if you like how it looks, I take it all out from the clip and or hair tie and just all zhuzh it forward. So the next part, you're gonna let this cool for like 5 minutes. I know that looked like 10, but for 5 minutes, this is when I usually go and do my makeup, and then that way everything's set, because the next part is super important to getting that effortless, lived-in type of look that we're going for. So once your hair is cooled, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna take a brush or your fingers. I like to use my fingers for this, but I have used the brush before and it does loosen the waves up a bit. But that's how we're gonna get these from not looking like ringlets. So I just run my hands through my hair like an aerial. For those of you that don't get the reference, watch a Disney movie. And I just really try to break up the curls so they're not all interlaced and they just look a little bit more lived in. And try to mess it up and zhuzh it up a little bit. And once you do that, you're going to spray in your texturizing spray. So like I said, a little bit goes a long way with this. And I know that seems like a lot, but it really isn't. And then you're just going to kind of play around with your hair and get it where you want. I don't have a whole lot of volume in the top part of my hair. So that's something I really focus on trying to achieve. But really just whatever your hair needs, give it to it. And that's it. So you can see that took about 20 minutes for me to do. So that was with me talking, that's with breaks, that's with a little bit of awkwardness because I am looking at a camera instead of a mirror doing this. So you could probably cut that time in half, and that's why it's really a great look for work and for on the go type of women that really are just trying to look their best but don't have a whole lot of time to do so. If you guys want to see some more tutorials, let me know. I'd love to take your suggestions and do them. I'm thinking next maybe doing my 5-minute face. So if you're interested, let me know. Bye guys, thanks.